Welcome in, everybody. Sports time. Forrest Tucker with you. Thanks so much for dropping by. Boyle County football's on their way to Kroger Field for the Class 4A state titles versus Covington Catholic. That's tonight at 8, and that's where we find Hallie DeVore. Hallie, two great teams in this one.
Well, of course, you can see Kroger Field absolutely lit up behind me because tonight is the battle of the undefeated. Boyle County and Covington Catholic both 14-0 on their season. Boyle County looking for their fourth straight state title in a row, and Covington Catholic coming back down from 5A after spending the last 8 years there. So these are two teams that have actually never met before. Look how similar their statistics are. Boyle County led by Sage Dawson. He has 28 touchdowns on the season. They have 200 passing yards per game, 215 rushing yards per game, 119 receiving yards per game, and 779 tackles on the season. Look at Covington Catholic, 118 passing yards per game, 194 rushing yards per game, 185 receiving yards per game, and 780 tackles on the season. Very similar statistics for these two teams. Covington Catholic might be a little bigger as far as size, so Boyle County is definitely going to have to bring the physicality tonight. I caught up with head coach of Boyle County, Justin Haddix, earlier, and he talked about how this team has developed over the entire season.
You know, I felt like offensively we really started off strong in this, and our defense was kind of a little behind. And I said, now our defense has really been playing well the last 3 or 4 weeks. And as it gets colder and in the playoff games, you know, defenses win championships. So our defense is playing well. We've stayed healthy continually throughout the year. And our guys are really getting in. And we haven't played our best game yet. So that's something, you know, a lot of people look at things. You want to be playing your best. And our game's still in there. Hopefully we see it tonight.
And with these teams so similar, defense is definitely going to win this 4A championship tonight. Kickoff is at 8 o'clock p.m., and we'll have the highlights coming up for you tonight at 11. For now, from Kroger Field, Hallie DeVore, ABC 36 Sports.
Thanks, Hallie. Boy, that is such a great game. Ready for those highlights tonight for sure. Another awesome matchup tonight is at Rupp-Arena, where Kentucky volleyball is hosting the second round of the NCAA tournament versus Baylor. The Bears beat James Madison last night at Rupp in the first round. The Wildcats, though, still dancing after getting out the broom for a straight set sweep over Wofford last night. Brooklyn DeLay and Elise Getzinger led the Cats in kills with 13 and 12 respectively. Kentucky aiming for a win tonight to keep their season and a 17-18 match win streak alive. Head coach Craig Skinner says that he was going straight to the film room after the win last night, but before he did that, he shared his thoughts on the Bears.
You know, a little bit more complex offense, the way they run it and with the speed that they have and variations of where they attack along the net. So certainly being prepared for that. They're gonna have some impressive kills.
Hopefully the Cats win that today can stay dancing. All right, we have some good news on the injury front for Kentucky men's basketball. 7-foot-tall freshman forward Aaron-Bradshaw will return to game action tomorrow night versus UNC Wilmington at Rupp-Arena, making his Big Blue debut. His teammates say that not much will change with Bradshaw back. It's just going to be business as usual, but there's no doubt that 7 feet of talent will help the Cats on both sides of the court.
Oh, it's going to help us way more because it's like, even though we mess up sometimes, we have a 7-footer to block shots and help us when we mess up. So it'll definitely help us a lot, and we can still run the floor with them because they're pretty fast.
So I guess a glass half full for UK fans because you have Bradshaw back, but I know they're still pessimistic about Big Z and about Ugo. It's tough, but at least we'll have him back. It's going to be a good, interesting thing to see how they do.
Yep, definitely. All right, we'll be right back.